Good evening, Andy, and thankfully there's a very different atmosphere around this post-match interview than there was compared to Saturday. But first and foremost, thank you for a win and congratulations tonight.
No, thank you. Yeah, like you said, we were a little bit downbeat Saturday because to be 2-0 up and lose 3-2 is disappointing. To say there was circumstances, and that's so we're not making excuses. But yeah, what a way to come back tonight. Tough night, obviously. It was always going to be a tough night. They're a good team, we knew that, but we showed what we're all about tonight. I thought that's a fantastic 3 points.
We said during the interview, Andy, after Halifax, that you somehow needed to pick a team for tonight. Obviously threadbare, a lot of injuries at the moment, and you've worked actually very quickly to bring in Rico Brown and Kieran Wallace from Hartlepool as well. So Rico was actually really solid tonight as well. He had a great debut.
Yeah, now I spoke to Rico. I mean, we had to act fast because, like you said, it was only Saturday to Tuesday. It doesn't give you a lot of time. So we spent a lot of time Saturday night, Sunday looking at options. I had spoke to Rico before, so Matt Saddler's been really helpful at Walsall, and that's a link I really want to make work because it's down the road. We have not had a link there before, I don't think, and he seems to want to help us if it helps him as well. So if we can get more like that, great. So that was always a good one. And so Kieran's trained a couple of times. I spoke to people at Hartlepool about him. He's not far away, so he's another midfield option. So we managed to get them over the line, ready for tonight, which was great. And I was thankful, to be fair. Archie's worked really hard to do that. And equally, Bob's backed me a little bit to help me get some players in because we've got a lot of injured players. So it was tough. Backs to the wall, if you like. But yeah, we've managed to do that. And obviously, George Morrison managed to strap himself up and play, which again was a bonus. But that speaks volumes about him. Again, I spoke to Fleetwood, which is another great link we've managed to get this season. And they were keen. He went to see the physio yesterday. They were keen for him to play if I wanted to play him. So it was a bit of a risk, but one that paid off.
So, Andy, how are we looking in terms of fitness for players ahead of the weekend, the FA Cup tie against Macclesfield?
Yeah, obviously, most of them come through tonight, which is a positive. We're looking at, obviously, Thursday night we train, we'll relax. Tomorrow, well, most of them go to work, so they won't be able to relax, but no, joking apart. We'll train again Thursday. And like I said, we'll have a look at it ready for Macclesfield. And like I said, I'm sure there's going to be some still carrying. Hopefully we might have some come back. I don't know at the moment. I can't really answer that question. But like I always say, I'm confident we'll have a group of 18 players that will, wear the badge of pride Saturday and we'll be able to put a good performance in.
Okay, well, you were clearly down on Saturday, and it's something that we've not really seen with you. You do say yourself, you don't get down with the downs, you don't really get up with the ups, but understandably upset on Saturday. It must be a really different feeling overall tonight.
Yeah, I'm delighted tonight because I think even a point tonight moves up the league a little bit. I was disappointed Saturday because we're in a good position and that would have been a massive win, but football's fine margins. They haven't had loads of chances Saturday and they've taken them. But tonight we've created a couple of great goals. We've been under pressure for long periods against a really good Gateshead team. People tell me they're probably one of the best football teams in the league. Their record over the last 12 months backs that up. They've got a lot of good players. And this was their so-called game in hand, if you like, to level the table up. And I now look at the table, we're sitting in a really nice position. Like you said Saturday, would you have took this? Of course I would. I'm realistic with football, but I've just said in there to the boys, we've played these games now, we've played a lot of the teams, and barring it aside, we've competed with everyone. Even the games we've lost, we've been into the last minute, we've lost them by the odd goal, basically. And the table doesn't lie now, and they have to take confidence from that. They have to start believing we're in this league for a reason. You've got big clubs in it, but we're competing with most of them, so that's a plus. So yeah, I'm happy tonight. I was disappointed Saturday because that was a missed opportunity. A little bit like Altrincham, we're in the game for long periods, end it with nothing. And I'm very self-critical. I want to do better and better. If we've got however many points, I want one more.
Well, let's turn our attentions to the weekend then. Macclesfield, big tie, arguably tie of the round for many people. And it's got all the makings of a classic FA Cup tie, hasn't it, Andy? Yeah,
it's a tough game. I listened to the draw, delighted to be at home, and then Macclesfield pulled out. I thought, wow, that's a tough one. Again, another club that have got a lot of resources, doing really, really well in their league. Got lots of good players, some that we know quite well from the previous season. So we know that's going to be really, really tough. I was tempted to look at tonight based on Saturday, but for me it was all about the next game. Tonight was the most important because that gives us a lift going into Saturday, whereas if you'd have struggled tonight and lost whatever way, it could have been a negative after a couple of defeats going into Saturday. Tonight will give everyone a lift. We know it's going to be tough. We know Macclesfield have got a lot of good players, but like I said, it's a game we can look forward to again.
Absolutely, we all certainly will, and we'll catch up with you again after that game, Andy. Thank you for your time.
Cheers, Kev. Thank you.